Hello everyone, Brittany Elliott here, and in today's video, we are going to look at retirement accounts tailored specifically for entrepreneurs, self-employed, and small business owners. We're going to look at the features of several different types of accounts, and most importantly, give you the information you need in order to determine which option is best for you. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Okay, before we dive into the specific accounts, let's understand the basics. So self-employed individuals are responsible for managing their own finances, including their own retirement planning. Since they don't work for an employer that offers a 401k or any of those other types of retirement plans, they're responsible for creating their own retirement accounts. So whether you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, freelancer, or maybe even you have a regular employment job, but you also have a side hustle, it's important to learn about these types of accounts and start investing and saving for your future as soon as possible. So let's take a look at the available options. Now, be sure to stick with me to the end so that you have all the information and you can decide which one is best for you. For starters, let's look at the two most well-known options, the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. So these type of individual accounts, the IRS sets maximum contribution limits you can make each year. For 2023, this maximum is $6,500 if you're under age 50. If you're 50 or over, you can do an additional $1,000, bringing your total annual contribution limit to $7,500. Now, these maximum contribution limits can change from year to year, so be sure to always check the IRS's website, your tax professional, or even just a Google search just to confirm if you're watching this video in a later year that you know what limit applies in the current year for you. So first we have a traditional IRA, which is often just simply referred to as an IRA. With this type of an account, you make contributions that are typically tax deductible in the year that you make them, and then the income grows tax deferred. Now, in order to qualify to take a deduction for your contributions, your income needs to fall below a certain threshold. These thresholds are adjusted each year for inflation by the IRS. So you'll always want to check with their website to confirm what the current limits are and that you do qualify. Now, if your income is above these thresholds, you can still contribute to the account. You just won't be able to take the deduction. These types of contributions are referred to as non-deductible contributions or after-tax contributions. However, there is an exception to this income limit. If your employer does not offer a retirement plan, you're eligible to take the deduction for your traditional IRA contributions, even if your income would have otherwise excluded you from doing so. But regardless of whether or not you're eligible to take a deduction for your contributions, the money inside the traditional IRA will grow tax deferred year after year, meaning you won't be taxed on the growth as it occurs. And then in retirement, once you begin making withdrawals from the account, you'll only be taxed on the amount that you actually withdraw, so the remaining balance will continue to grow tax deferred. Also, if your traditional IRA contains any of the non-deductible or after-tax contributions that I mentioned earlier, then when you go and take withdrawals from the account later on, a portion of each withdrawal that you make will not be subject to taxes since a portion of your IRA balance has already been taxed. Next, we have the Roth IRA. Now, with a Roth IRA, you do not deduct your contributions. So when you put the money into the account, you're going to report that on your tax return each year that you contributed, but you won't receive any tax break for doing so. Also, just like with a traditional IRA, in order to contribute to the account, you have to have earned income equal to or exceeding the amount of your contribution. Also, there are income limit thresholds that apply for Roth contributions. Again, just with a traditional IRA income limits, your modified adjusted gross income needs to fall within a certain range in order to be eligible to make a Roth contribution. These limits change each year, so just check the IRS's website or consult with your tax professional before making a contribution. Like with a traditional IRA, the money inside the Roth IRA account will continue to grow tax deferred each year. And once you start making withdrawals from the account, the remaining balance will still be in there invested and growing tax deferred as well. Now, the major benefit of a Roth IRA over the traditional is, you didn't get that tax break up front by taking a deduction for your contributions, but that entire balance has been in there growing tax deferred. Now, once you reach age 59 and a half and you've held the account for at least 5 years, all of your withdrawals from the account will be tax-free. This means that all of the growth, all of the earnings that you have made on that account is completely tax-free money. Now, if you make withdrawals prior to age 59 and a half, you will be subject to a 10% penalty and income taxes on any of the earnings you withdraw from the account. Notice I said earnings. So because the contributions you put in there were not tax deducted, so that's after-tax money, you're actually eligible to withdraw up to your contribution amounts without any taxes or any penalties at any point in time. Now, while that sounds like a great benefit and it can be useful in certain situations, I still recommend that you do not withdraw from your Roth IRA unless you absolutely have to until you've reached retirement age. The reason being is, remember, that money's in there growing tax deferred, but if you wait till retirement to withdraw it for qualified retirement expenses, that money is completely tax-free. So if you take a withdrawal from that account earlier, you have forever reduced the amount of money that you can have growing tax-free. So again, just do not withdraw from this account unless you absolutely have to until you reach retirement age. Now that we've covered the two most commonly known account types for retirement savings, let's look at 3 different account types specifically tailored for small business owners and self-employed entrepreneurs in order to contribute a lot more towards your retirement savings than what the contribution limits were for the previously discussed traditional and Roth IRAs. First, let's look at a SEP IRA. SEP stands for Simplified Employee Pension. And this is a retirement plan designed to help self-employed individuals and small business owners save for retirement or help their employees save for retirement. These types of accounts are relatively easy to set up and they offer some great benefits. You can contribute up to 25% of your annual compensation or a maximum of $66,000 for 2023. Again, limits can change each year, but you can do 25% of your annual compensation or $66,000 for 2023, whichever is less. This flexibility allows you to save more for retirement in years that your business is earning more money. Contributions to the SEP IRA are tax deductible, so this reduces your taxable income for the year in which you make the contributions. Plus, these investments will continue to grow tax deferred until you withdraw them in retirement. These accounts are relatively easy to administer, and setting up a SEP IRA is usually pretty straightforward. There's minimal administrative responsibilities, so this makes it an excellent option for employers and self-employed people alike. Unlike some other retirement plan options, there's no requirement to contribute each year, so you can adjust your contributions as your business performance changes. So if you have a really low year, you don't have to put anything in the account at all. You have a great year, throw as much money in as you possibly can to make up for the years that maybe aren't as great. Now, a newly added bonus is that there are now SEP IRAs as of 2023 with a Roth option, which would allow you to get more money into a Roth type account where you're growing that tax-free and your withdrawals would be tax-free in retirement as well. Next, we have the solo 401k. This type of plan is great for freelancers, sole proprietors, and small business owners as long as you don't have employees. With a solo 401k, you can contribute more to the account than you can with other types of retirement accounts. So these limits change each year, but for 2023, you can contribute up to $66,000 to the solo 401k account. Now, there are certain rules that apply here to determine exactly how much you're eligible for, so be sure to consult with a tax professional before maximizing that contribution. Contributions you make to your solo 401k are tax deductible, and they continue to grow tax deferred year after year until you withdraw the funds in retirement. Also, compared to an employer-sponsored 401k plan, your solo 401k will give you a lot more investment options and control over how you manage your investments. This allows you to diversify and make decisions that align more with your specific financial goals. Some solo 401k plans now offer a Roth option, allowing you to make after-tax contributions, but then get completely tax-free growth to have tax-free withdrawals in retirement. The accounts are relatively easy to set up. You can do it straight online directly through a brokerage firm. Next, we have the Simple IRA. A Simple IRA, or Savings Incentive Match Plan for employees, is a tax advantage retirement plan designed for small businesses and self-employed individuals. It's relatively easy to set up and maintain, so it's an excellent choice for those who want to save for retirement without the complexities of a larger type of traditional 401k plan. So a simple IRA plan may be an ideal choice for employers that have fewer than 100 employees. Unlike with a SEP IRA, with simple IRAs, your employees can actually make contributions to the account themselves as well. They can contribute a portion of their salary, and then you can elect to make matching contributions up to certain limits. Contributions to the plan are tax deductible, allowing you to reduce your current income tax bill. Plus, all of the earnings in the account continue to grow tax deferred until you withdraw them in retirement. A newly created option is a Roth Simple IRA, in which you would be able to make after-tax contributions, but then get the tax-deferred growth, and then the withdrawals would be tax-free in retirement. As with the other accounts, contribution limits for these accounts can change from year to year, so always check with the IRS's website or Google search or your tax professional. But the employee contribution limits for 2023 are $15,500 if they're under age 50. If you're age 50 or over, your limit for 2023 is $19,000. So we have discussed 5 different retirement plan options for entrepreneurs and small businesses. Now is the perfect time to begin planning your retirement savings, or maybe you want to make adjustments to your existing plan based on this new information. Since everyone's situation is different, remember, it's crucial that you consult with a professional prior to make any decisions or figuring out what your maximum contribution limits are for each of these types of plans. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that will help it reach more people. Also, subscribe to my channel so you can catch my future videos as soon as they come out. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or if there's any takeaways you'd like to share. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.